What's going on, everyone? We're going to take a look at one of my favorite stocks and tickers to trade. That stock is going to be Tesla. I'm going to be going over my technical analysis and my levels that I'm looking to day trade going into the end of the week and as well as next week. So month is coming to an end. The year is coming to an end. I hope everyone kind of accomplished the goals that you set out to accomplish this year. And if you didn't, just understand that everything is taken day by day, right? We start a new year and we turn over a new page and a new leaf. And one thing that I kind of want to stress and harp on is that if you have goals and you have ideas and things, you don't have to wait for the new year. It doesn't have to be January 1st of 2023 before you start attacking those goals. Attack them now. Whatever that means. If you want to become a better trader and learn technical analysis, then start learning now. Get involved in the markets now. I believe that, if you can survive this year and even a little bit last year, and you can take something away from it and you can kind of learn and understand yourself and your characteristics, I am butchering that word, if you can understand your psyche, right? You can understand your mindset and you can understand your emotions in this type of environment, then all hell's going to break loose when we do go into a trending bull market. Right? When and if that comes, because market cycles come and market cycles go. In the last year and a half, the market cycle has been down, right? It's been a lot harder to trade. There's been a lot of people who have definitely exited the market and taken their money elsewhere and or lost all of their money. So if you are still lucky enough to be watching this video, it's one of two things. It's that you're consistently trying to learn, or you've been consistently staying afloat and or learning these markets enough to kind of make money when a lot of people have not been able to make money. Now, enough with my rant. What we're looking at here is Tesla, and we're looking at the 1 hour time frame. Now, we had an initial spike pre-market and right off the opening bell for that first 30 minutes of the market. We did get rejected at a level of supply. I am a pure price action and technical based trader only. Now, do I hear the news that comes through? Of course. Do I trade news? 100% not. Because whether the news is good, bad, left, right, sideways, up, down, it still has to confirm my technical levels regardless before I take a trade. I'm not just solely going to buy a trade because, solely get into a trade because Elon Musk said this on Twitter. Yeah, maybe it moves the stock, maybe it doesn't. But for me, I still have to, confirm. It still has to confirm these technical levels. So if we kind of look at where we were rejected in the area that we wicked off of this morning, this line here is a linear regression channel 50. This is a major supply zone. These are channel levels here, as well as here. And if you kind of look at what happens when we confirm these levels, you can definitely see a pattern here, right? So if we go back just a couple days in time here, when we confirmed this channel, we shot up to where? About 70% to the top range of this channel. When we did not put in a new high and started to reject and we lost this channel, look at exactly where this 1 hour candle stopped, at this bottom channel. When we consolidated sideways and we're rejecting, consolidate, drop. Oh, here's our nice pop back up to where we've been rejecting, and then we wick off and we reject. Until we get over this channel and over this 50-day moving average on Tesla, which is 161.17, I am not looking to go long. There is no long trade on Tesla for me, unless you're going to be trading the 1, 2, or 5 minute time frames. Yes, you might find opportunities for scalping, right? But again, a day trader and a scalper is much different. I can be looking short while a scalper is looking to go long, right? This is where it gets confusing because on my charts and the way that I'm going to trade, for me, all I'm doing is waiting for Tesla to set up this next short. The next short on Tesla is below 155.61, and I know I have at least $2 or $3 down to around 152.50. To at least tempt these pre-market lows, right? Test these pre-market lows. That's the next trade that I personally am looking for. Now, a scalper could be looking somewhere on the 5 minute time frame. Let me just kind of pull it up here and let's see if there's anything here that maybe a scalper might be looking at, right? So The scalper is going to look at the big pops here, a lot of consolidation holding this floor, and they're going to look at this here again. Not only did we hold once, twice, 3 times, every time we come into this zone, we bounce, right? Look at this hammer candle, bounce. Look at this little baby indecision candle, reversal candle, bounce. Look at this engulfing candle, almost an engulfing candle, bounce. Look at this hammer candle, bounce. A scalper would be looking at this and thinking, you know what? Hammer candle, holding this level multiple times. This is just a big, large flag pattern here on Tesla. We could be looking at it at a reversal. I'm going to do what? I'm going to buy calls or get long here, and I'm going to use this floor as my max pain. For me personally, if I was going to take this bounce on a scalper's mentality, 155.28, if we close on a 5-minute candle below, I'm out. But I will bounce this here, and you can see as Tesla starts to bounce here, a scalper can make great money getting into a position now, riding it up through all of this choppiness, riding it up, or just taking the quick move on very large size. You know, you go 20, 30 contracts on Tesla and you get 50 cents a dollar move, you're going to make fantastic money, right? Just make sure you have a technical stop. So that's what a scalper can be looking at. So I can be saying that I'm waiting for a short, but you could have a completely different type of trader going long, right? So again, there's different styles for different personality traits. You have to understand and identify what is your personality trait. Are you a scalper? Are you going to look for these micro moves, the 50-cent move here, the 80-cent move here? You want to take 10, 15, 20 contracts. If it doesn't work, you want to cut that trade extremely quick, or do you want to kind of let the market play out? You want to watch for bigger levels, and then when those bigger levels confirm, you want to get long with a little bit more breathing room. You know, I do both. I scalp as well as I look at the bigger levels, but I'm just been doing this for 7, almost 8 years. I'm just comfortable and I'm kind of identifying. For me personally, I'd like to see for a scalp, I'd like to see it get over the 50-day moving average. From there, 157.60's got room up to around 158. Maybe I'll get 50 cents off that move here. The bigger move would probably come over this Bollinger Band here over 158.70, got room into 160. But again, you know, different strokes for different folks. Tesla's pushing up here. This is a classic reversal candlestick here. The classic reversal candlestick here. This candlestick with this next to it, right? You have a green candle followed by a pause candle. Boom. This is a perfect move here for a scalp. I mean, it goes from 157.60 up to highs of around 158.32. So you're getting almost 60, 70 cents on the move. If you're scalping, that's a fantastic move. But again, you know, your short position is going to be through 155.58. Your short position is going to be through 155.23. And if you look here, that would put us into the next channel with the it makes me laugh because, you know, Tesla is getting at crazy lows, right? I mean, even for all of you longer term investors in Tesla, I mean, I'm not saying it's time to load the boat on Tesla now. I still think that, you know, potentially if the market's going to go down, you know, Tesla can go a lot farther down, but Tesla can come to 149, okay? 149 on a short term. But it goes like that for every single time frame. So you have to find the time frame that works for you and your comfortability levels. Okay, so 30-minute time frame. My short position on Tesla is if we lose 155.57. My long position on Tesla is if we reclaim 157.67. That's on a 30-minute candlestick chart. So again, big pop here, kind of just flagging, right? We haven't really lost the floor here. If we lose the floor, it invalidates the flag to the top side. We're going to be thinking to the bottom. If we do kind of break through this next couple of key areas of supply here, and we get over that 157.64, we've got a lot of room to go. I would be looking at the prior 30-minute candles to try to test 158.32, 158.83. That would take profits here, and then hold the runner to see if we do try to attempt to a little stab at the Bollinger Bands. So again, it's all comes down to the type of person and type of trader that you are emotionally, right? Technicals are technicals, right? These are not concrete levels. These are not, you know, written in stone. These are meant to be used as a guideline, but you also have to execute on the price action that's being shown to you. So you can wait for the bigger move. The bigger move is going to be the short position. Go ahead and let Tesla do its thing and bounce. But when we finally break down and look at that 1 hour time frame again, guys, if we finally break down and we lose that 155.68, there's a hell of a trade there. Now, does it mean that that trade's going to come true? No. And if you're wrong, did you lose any money? No, right? So if you look at to the top side, let's paint the picture in reverse. Let's say we don't lose the lows, and you may be thinking, well, what if we never lose those lows and you waited 1, 2, 3 days, never took a trade, and you never went long and you missed out on a bunch of money? Okay, so I want to be ready to play both sides of the market. What I want to see is Tesla reclaim this 5-day moving average on a 1-hour time frame, and I want to get over this hammer candle here. That price is 157.45. If the next hour or tomorrow or the next day we get over this, I know that I've got room to try to test at least the bodies of these candles here. 158, I've got at least $1.50 move there, and if we can kind of take that out, I've got room into 159, 160, which is our channel level here. I'm definitely taking all my profits here. I might hold one runner here just due to the fact that look at how many times we were rejected. So I don't want to take profits into the supply zone, not take any money off the table, and then have it finally come wash down. Again, like I said, Tesla does not look good until we really clear 161.20. Over 161.20's got room to 168. This is your bigger trade to the long side here. Scalpers might be in here, right? And then you're going to let this consolidate do its thing here. Your day traders are going to take this trade here. Scalpers might take the loss or the rejections here, use this as a high day. Again, there's so many different ways to play it, but you have to have a clear plan going into each and every single trade. Understand your risk, understand your position sizing, understand, what contracts you're buying. Are you buying weekly expirations? You're not going to have that much time. You're going to need to get a move right now. Are you buying 2, 3, 4 weeks out, looking for the bigger move? Then if you're buying contracts that are 2, 3 weeks out, there's no way in hell you should be watching the 1-minute time frame or the 5-minute time frame. You're going to mentally, physically drive yourself insane looking at every single move and seeing that it has no relevancy on your contracts that are going to expire in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Unless you get that move in your favor like right now and you're just kind of using that 5-minute time frame to kind of monitor and you're taking those profits. But again, if I'm trading contracts that are 1 or 2, 3 weeks out, I'm going to be using the 30-minute, I'm going to be using the 4-hour, and I'm going to be using the 1 hour. Mainly probably the 1 hour and the 4 hour. And then at the end of the day, I'll look at where are we sitting at on the daily, right? So 1 hour, 4 hour, where are we sitting at on the daily? If you're scalping, you might not be needing to look at the daily, maybe previous day high, previous day low, kind of mark those levels out. And then you're going to play in between that channel, right? Hope that makes sense. My name is D. Anthony. My website is evolutiontraders.com. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, do all that crazy stuff that all these other YouTubers tell you to do. Comment. I want to hear from you guys. What'd you guys trade today? This, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. See you guys all tomorrow, and I hope you guys are all making some money.